Hey guys, Marlo back again with yet another unboxing video review for you guys. And today I have here two unboxings. I said I was going to lay low, but I got these figures recently at about the same time. So I figured instead of doing two individual unboxings, I just combine them into one, since it's basically the same character here, which is Pinhead from the HELLRAISER movie series. So we have here, first of all, we have from the Kotobukiya Bishoujo line of horror figures, the HELLRAISER 3 Pinhead. Right there you can see the artwork on the box, which is pretty cool. And of course here we have the NECA Ultimate 7-inch scale figure, again by NECA, and this is from their Ultimate line of figures. As you can see there, some great artwork for both, as you can see there on the front of the boxes. Let's see the back of the box there. Let's check out the back of the NECA box as well. You can see the great artwork there on both, and some of the product images of the figures inside. The other side of the Kotobukiya Bishoujo box there, and the front window display for the Bishoujo figure. Kind of hard to see there in the wrap, but you can kind of make her out just to see how she comes packaged there. And of course, like all the other NECA Ultimate figures, the boxes come with this flap door secured by a Velcro, which you can open up and you can see the figure inside. There's the figure with all of his accessories, an extra head there, some of his blades and knives and stuff, and some extra hands. We'll take a better close look at that once we get them out of the package. Another nice product image there. The other side of the box, and I believe, yeah, we saw that already. The back, the side, yep, and the front. So let's go ahead and open these figures up. Let me show you the top of the box just for the heck of it. And let's see if there's anything special on the bottom. Nothing special really. I picked this up, where did I get it from? Oh boy, well, I forget offhand right now, but I paid about 85 bucks for this figure. So I don't know, that's pretty much how much these figures go for from Kotobukiya, from their Bishoujo line. And the Ultimate Pinhead figure here I got from my local Target at about, I believe it was around $30. So that's about the going price for these. So yep, anyways, let's go ahead and open them up and take a closer look at each figure out of package. And here we have both of the Pinhead figures out of their packages. And I guess we can go over the NECA figure more because there's a lot more involved with this figure. You can see some of the accessories there. There's two versions of the Lament box, or the puzzle box. You get two extra right hands there, two extra left hands, a bunch of his torture weapons there, whatever you want to call them. And those are cool because they can actually hang off of the figure there. There's like a little string there. Hopefully you can see that, where you can hang them from. And of course it also comes with an extra head sculpt here. This one has a open mouth, gritted teeth type expression on his face, looking quite sinister there, as opposed to this one here where he's a little bit more stoic looking. Oops, okay, let's see. And you can see there all the details in the head sculpt there. And just to show you from the box, which I kind of went over kind of quickly there, if you want to read those details, go ahead and pause the video. You can see all the accessories there listed at the bottom. And on the underside of the box, you can see some of the credits there. The sculptors, the artist for the artwork on the cover of the box, and some instructions for how to switch out the extra head sculpts there. Alright, barcode just in case. So let's move on, oops, to the figure. Let's see, oh, I just dropped the insert, which is this piece right there, which is kind of cool if you want to save that for a backdrop. It's kind of neat with all the chains. So let's see, moving on to the Bishoujo figure. It's more or less a statue, so not much to really go over except to look at what we get in the package. We do have a display stand, which is the lament box, kind of opening up like so, and you just have to place the figure on the stand. A little bit of assembly required there. This part of the skirt kind of plugs into that area, and there's like a little pin there at the bottom of the foot that also plugs in at the bottom of the base. Let's see, hard to see, but hopefully that's focusing okay. Kind of hard to tell through the viewfinder. And you can see the crazy design there, that ooh, that pin or blade going through the heel. Ooh, that just looks painful as heck. The underside there, looking quite sexy, so you still get some sex appeal there with that crazy pale booty. And all those other grotesque details that we know from Pinhead there on her breasts. You can see the flesh is being peeled off with the little hooks there, just like on the actual Pinhead character. And the head sculpt, of course, this is a feminized version of Pinhead, just like all of the other Bishoujo horror figures. Female versions basically of our favorite male horror icons. And you can see there the lament box in her hand. And pretty cool how she stands there. You can see the height difference. Of course, the NECA figure is a 7-inch figure. Let me get the measuring stick there so you can see he stands right at about 7 inches. The Bishoujo figure looks like maybe 9.5 at the most, so somewhere between 9 and 9.5 inches for the Bishoujo figure. Alright, let me give you guys a good view of the Bishoujo figure. Turn her around a little bit, and on the other side you can see some fleshy details there, kind of crazy looking. The details at the back, looks like a type of corset that she's wearing. And I think I'm kind of caught up with the Bishoujo horror line for now, but I am missing, I think at this point I'm just missing the Edward Scissorhands. So if anyone can help me with that at a good price, I'd really appreciate it, just to help me complete my collection. So let's move on to the NECA figure here. Again, an ultimate figure, so this figure has been released before by NECA, but in previous versions the skirt has always been a plastic solid piece, and for the first time we can see here that it is a fabric piece, which is pretty cool. Don't recall all the other accessories, if they came with extra like 2 lament boxes like this, or extra hands, or the extra head, stuff like that. So I'll have to, of course, dig that old figure out of the box one day and check out what the other differences are. And one thing I noticed on the Bishoujo figure, would have been cool if they added some extra pieces to hang from the area there on the hooks, just like on Pinhead, like some of these weapons. So again, it would be cool if something like this was available to further detail the figure. So I might actually try to look into getting some extra pieces like this to hang on to my Bishoujo statue. Let me see, let me move all these to the side, try to make some room here, show you some of the articulation points. Let me try to set the camera down, hopefully it'll be stable enough there. Okay, so As far as the head, mostly a rotation, kind of hard to turn. You don't want to put too much pressure on the individual pins, and as the instructions said, be careful pulling the head off. I believe it says to grab them by the ears on both sides and gently pull, and as you can see, the pin is a simple little plug there, so it doesn't require much pressure to reattach the other head. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. So we have the other head sculpt here, tiny little hole, so I'll just try to grab them by the sides of the head and pop this head on there. Let's see, here we go, not so hard. And let's see, it looks like I have a pin here that's kind of flattened out, so definitely don't want to break any of the pins. But, ooh, okay, just got to be careful with everything there. You see, we have the extra head sculpt on there. Arms go out, like so, a little bit hindered because of this sculpt. We have double joints at the elbows. Mine's a little stiff, so of course with NECA figures you want to try to heat them up as much as possible. Get rotations there at the bottom of the bicep as well as the bottom portion. The wrists rotate as well as go forward and back. You have an ab crunch there as well as swivel. And again, the biggest difference between past figures is this great fabric bottom skirt area. For the first time we can see Pinhead's legs. Let me move this piece out of the way so we can see his legs there. As I said, in the past we always just had a solid plastic piece for the bottom area, so it's kind of interesting seeing the legs for the first time, at least for me. And I don't really recall seeing too much of it in the film either, so quite interesting to see those details. So you do get a bend at the knee as well as swivel there. The foot, the legs do split open like so, and of course they go forward and back. So, you know, as an ultimate figure you really get a great range of motion with the articulation. And something to note, in the skirt there is a bendy wire, so you can pose it in different ways to get different effects, and it will hold the position like so. And for the most part I see it kind of just hanging down flat, not poofed out too much like so. So I'll try to emulate that. Hopefully I can get him to stand okay. Alright, so there we have Pinhead. And again, the Bishoujo figure. So let me see if I can get these accessories on him and give you guys a look at that real quick. And here we have the Pinhead figure with the accessories on him there. You can see how I attached them to the string, as well as the lament box in hand. Of course, he can also grasp some of the weapons depending on the hands if you want to switch those out. So there's various hands for that, for holding those weapons or torture devices. And let's see, let's take a good look at both figures side by side. Again, pretty cool figures, and if you are a Hellraiser fan, I think these are definite must-haves to have in the collection, or if you're just a big fan of Pinhead or horror in general. Again, some great figures to consider for the collection. And you can see the lament boxes are almost similar in scale, but again, the Bishoujo figure is just a little bit bigger. Probably, you know, without the display stand, it's more of a, I don't know, maybe 8-inch scale figure, as opposed to the ultimate figure here, which is more of a 7-inch scale figure. So that's more or less it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this quick unboxing and review for the two Pinhead figures, again by Kotobukiya from their Bishoujo horror line, and NECA Toys from their Ultimate series of figures. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video, like the video, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. As always, take care, keep on collecting, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.